رب هب لي هدى وأطلق لساني وأنر خاطري وثبت جناني.
عليكم السلام.
Today we have a lesson
خلي حتى واحدة بس.
ممكن
انت بتخلي اللي هنا دي.
اللهم
كمان.
Our lesson today is lesson 2, unit 14. Okay? Who can read this? Who can read? Yes.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن المبذرين كانوا إخوان الشياطين.
Raise your voice, please.
إن المبذرين كانوا إخوان الشياطين وكان الشيطان لربه كفورا.
Now, guess what our lesson is about. Try to guess what is our lesson about.
Money.
Money. Yes. What else? Yes. Deal. Yes.
Spending a lot of money?
Spending a lot of money. Same point. Yes. What else?
Maybe devils.
Maybe devils. Maybe about eating much food.
Maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Time,
Food. Wasting time.
necessities,
Wasting time. Very good. Wasting money. And eating much food. Okay. Who can translate this verse in English? Who can give the translation, the meaning of these words of Allah in English?
Give us a minute, please.
Yes. Have you try to give the meaning? Okay.
Yeah.
The meaning, so you can do anything. Try to do or to give the meaning. I think
Can I translate
this
it?
is
Give us a chance.
What?
Give us a chance.
Yes, extravagance. What else?
The extravagance of Satan. Satan.
Devil, yes.
Okay.
The extravagance were the brothers of Satan's, and Satan was an atheist to Allah.
Good. Very good. Yes. Who can give another meaning? It depends a lot of meanings. Who can do it? Let's see it.
إبراهيم مع
Who can read it?
أسلوب معزول حاجة.
Yes. Say it.
yes, the overusers
Yes.
are devil brothers,
Good.
and those are
Simplest meaning. Give the simplest meaning. ده أسهل إيه؟ أسهل حاجة فيه. Okay. Who can read it? Who can read this? Spendthrifts. Who can read it? Who can read it? One. Only one. Who can read it loudly? Can't you read?
Yes.
Can't you read? Yes, you, the old man. Yes, you.
These are brothers of the evils,
Yes.
and the evil is the ungrateful to his Lord.
Good. Spendthrifts, those are those people who spend a lot.
Yeah.
Okay? They waste anything. They waste their time, they waste their money, and they may eat a lot of food without need. Okay? Today, our lesson is not about money, it's not about food, it's not about water. It may be about time. Okay? Who can read this? And try to make a link between the verse and this saying of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Try to make a link.
Yeah.
Yes. وَيْلٌ لِكُلِّ هُمَزَةٍ لُمَزَةٍ.
Yes.
تمام؟ قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا يدخل الجنة نمام. واحنا اللي قلت لك تحت كده النميمة هي نقل الكلام بين الناس بغرض الإفساد. What is the relationship between these words and the other words that we have shown before? Yes.
You can say wasting time and talking about others.
Waste time in talking. Thank you very much. Okay, very good. This is the point. Okay, today we are going to talk about what is this?
Oh.
What
refrigerator. Refrigerator.
Refrigerator. Very good. What's the meaning of refrigerator?
Oven.
Refrigerator. Fridge. Very good. تمام. What is it? A refrigerator? What is this? It's a telephone. It's a telephone.
It's
Okay.
an old telephone, but it's a different.
An old one.
An old
Old
one.
one. والله أنا نفسي بعطي ده. ده كان بتاع الملوك يعني.
بتاع العمدة.
طيب. Okay. This is a new one. What is this?
Cell phone.
It's a cell phone or a mobile. Okay. Now, what are the similarities between both? Communication. Communication. بس هو communication خلاص. Give anything out of complete sentence. And these are means of communication. Very good. Okay. Ways to make communication.
Yeah.
تمام. What else? Yes, Mohammed.
We can use both in calling.
Both of them are used for calling. Good. What else?
Both
Yes,
of them.
Mr. Ibrahim.
Both have advantages and disadvantages.
Good. Both have some advantages and disadvantages. Yes. What else? Very good. Now, what مواضيع في الأفكار.
ايوه فكرنا.
Yes. What else? Yes.
One is old and one is modern.
One is older and the other is new. So these are differences. I'm talking about similarities.
The same color.
They have the same color. Now, what's this is brown and this is black. عندنا الصورة. Yes. Yes.
Both waste time and money.
Both waste time and money. In general?
No, not in general.
Not in general. مش كده؟ It depends on what?
The use.
Good. The user. It depends on the user himself. مش كده؟ If I use this cell phone or this telephone correctly, wisely, so I don't waste any time. So I use it wisely, so I use my time also wisely. تمام كده؟ تعرف تكمل؟
ان شاء الله.
Okay. These are the similarities. So when we talk about similarities, we talk about what? We talk about
Differences.
common things. No, the second question, what do they have in common? Okay? Okay.
Another point in similarities.
Yes.
We can use both in bothering people.
In bothering people.
Yeah, and I didn't say it. I was busy here, so
Okay. We talk with you said something like it.
Yeah.
Okay? You can use it wisely or use it in a bad way.
Yeah.
So what is this?
Propaganda. No propaganda.
Is it a new one? Mr. Muhammad Fatah is عشان the next one is old. Is it new? New? Okay? Yes. And these are what?
Cell phones.
Cell phones. مش كده؟ A lot of models. Okay, now what are the differences? We have to talk about what? We talk about the similarities, the common things. Now we are going to talk about the differences. What is the meaning of differences? Differences. What does it mean? Differences. Disadvantages? No. No.
Not alike.
Variations.
It's not like variations. The things that are not in common. The thing that this is different from this in some things. What are they? Yes, best.
This is landlines and this is mobility. This is landlines.
Yes.
And this is mobility.
Good. This is a mobile. You can go with it to every place. But this is fixed in only one place. Okay. Very good. What else? What else? Yeah.
This can be used in calling only.
In calling on.
Yes, but this science, mobile, cell phone, are used for many,
For the women.
many minutes.
Yeah, okay, very good. What else?
The ones on the right are wireless.
This is wireless?
Yes.
Not all of them.
Not all of them?
Wireless, this is the fixed.
Yeah, this is the fixed one, yes, this is wireless.
Mobile. Okay, what else?
This is portable and this cannot be taken.
The same point.
Fixed.
Good. Same point in other words. Okay, what else?
This is big in size.
Bigger, smaller. There's another point. I waited.
That this saves money, while that does not.
This saves money? I'm not talking about emergency.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
This kind needs a battery to work.
Yes.
This one doesn't.
Very good, very good. There is another point.
There's a chip here. There's no chip here.
There's what?
Chip.
There's a microchip. here.
Yes. Card, okay? There is no card, okay?
Yeah.
What does it?
Cheap and that is expensive.
Yes, the same point as Mr. Rim said. Cheap. Well, this is expensive. Okay, yes.
This can send photos, make text messages.
Can
like
take
this.
photos.
Yeah.
Okay, it has many options. Like
Yeah.
Mr. Muhammad said.
It
But
goes
this has
online.
only one option.
Yeah.
Talk and listen. Okay? What else? Another point, this is only one part. One piece. This is two pieces. Okay? Who can say what is this piece called?
Hand.
The hand. What else? Receiver. Okay? It's called the hand and that receiver. These are the differences. But we talk about differences and similarities. Okay. Who can read this question?
You spend much time on the phone.
This pen.
Yes.
Yes. Can you read it?
No.
You can read it.
Do you spend much time on the phone?
You got it.
He's answering.
Yes, yes.
Question.
You mentioned
Do you spend much time on the phone?
do you spend much time on the phone? Do you spend much time on the phone? Yes. Don't say yes. Yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Which kind of phone?
The phone here means the phone and the cell phone and all the kind of phones. Okay? Do you spend the time using the phone? Yes.
I can spend time using cell phone, not the telephone.
The cell phone.
Yes.
And as we said that the phone here is all kinds of phone. Okay? Yes. What about yours? No. No. Yes.
To some extent, it depends.
It depends. Very good.
No.
No. Yes.
No.
No.
Yes.
Yes. No. Yes.
Mr. Gori, I think that there is a difference between using the cell phone and the phone.
The phone here.
We can use the cell phone with different options that you mentioned.
About talking only. Not about using the camera.
Answer please.
Okay.
For example, I can waste my time without wasting my money by using the different options of the cell phone. But on the phone, I waste money and time at the same time. Okay?
Depends about
That's a point.
on your phone itself.
Yeah, but
Depends.
that's wasting
Some
time.
phones.
That's wasting time and money.
Some phones you cannot waste time without wasting money.
No.
Okay. Today we have a reading passage. Okay. Look at the passage and skim it. Please skim the passage. Do you know the word of skim?
I'm out
You know the
of,
word of skim? The word skim?
I'm out
What
of
is
the
meaning
group.
of skim?
I'm out of the group. Give me a paper please.
Reading for
للأصل مش كده؟
لا not الأصل أصل
Reading to get the main idea.
Yes. Okay. Skim means Mr. Ring
Reading to get the main idea.
to get the main idea. Okay. Summarize.
Yeah.
Okay. Give the whole idea of the passage. Okay. Try to read it in 3 minutes. Only 3 minutes. You can underline the main idea. You can underline the main idea. And also you can underline the difficult words, the new words that you cannot translate. Where is your pen, Mr. Hani? Where is your pen? Yes, take a pen to underline the main idea. Have you finished?
Not yet, sir.
Only
2
1
minutes
minute.
left, sir.
Only 1 minute.
1.5, sir.
1 minute. Only one.
Be lavish sir.
lavish in praising students.
خليك كريم في كل حاجة بقى. خليك كريم في كل حاجة بقى.
Not in time. Try to give some questions. Try to put some questions. Try to make some questions. Time. I think time is over now. Time is over. Put your pen, please. Put your pen down, please. Yes. What is the main idea of this passage? What is the main idea of the passage? Raise your hand, please. Raise your hand. Yes. What is the main?
Telephones are the most important communication tool of all times.
Good. Thank you very much. That's enough. Yes, Muhammad?
Using the telephone wisely.
Using the telephone wisely. Okay. What else? Muhammad, Fatih? Yeah. This is nothing in the question.
From the text itself, we can say the main idea is that you should use telephones when you should be in control.
Thank you very much. Yes, Basim? Right.
The importance of using
The importance of using the telephone, yes.
Some important tips in using the telephone.
Important tips for using that phone. Very good.
Limit your calling time.
This is one point of all. Okay, yes, very good. Mesh.
Don't use the phone while you are eating or...
This is another point. Very good. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now scan the passage. Scan the passage. Scan. What is the meaning of scan? What is the meaning of scan?
Reading for specific information.
For points. For specific points. Okay. Now, when I ask you some questions, the first one, who can ask a question? You can ask a question now. Who can do it?
Sorry?
Who can make questions?
Yes.
Yes, Muhammad.
What can you see in the picture?
What can you see in the picture on the right? What can you see? Yes, who can answer? Yes.
Telephone.
What can you see on the right?
Telephone.
The telephone. Okay. Yes. Another question, Walid.
How can you use the telephone wisely?
How can we use the telephone wisely? Who can answer it? Yes.
Do we use phones only for...
Answer this question first. Sorry. Answer the question again, Walid. Again.
How can we use the telephone wisely?
How can we use the telephone wisely? Do you know?
Yes.
Yes.
To be very specific for... Yes.
Use the
Try to be specific.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Mr.
When
Ahmed.
we need.
When we need. Only for a need. Okay. Yes. Your question. What is it?
My question is phone only for voice or are there other aspects?
Okay. These are the questions that we have said that there are some options new.
Yeah.
New options for the telephone. Is the phone only for voice calls or for other options?
Yeah.
Yes.
For other options?
Yes.
Such as sending email, chat.
Very good. The internet. Okay. Yes. Who can give another question? Another question. Yes.
What's the importance of telephone?
What is the importance of telephone? What is the importance? Yes. What is the importance?
Saves time.
It saves time. Is it important at first? Yes. We say that it's very important. Why? It gives. It makes. We can make communications. Yes. It connects people.
Yes.
I think this is my famous sentence in Tata Post. Okay. دايما بقول لهم كده the cell phone it connects people. بقول لهم كده هم يشتغلوا معايا. فهم حافظين بيه. تمام. It connects هنا means all the ways or the means of communication. Okay. Yes. What else? حتى نوكيا اللوجو بتاعها connects people. كده yes.
Is the cell phone harmful
Harmful
to our
to our body. To our body. Yes. Is the phone harmful? But I think it's not in our passage.
It's not included.
Try to limit your effort in the passages.
Can I ask you a question? Yourself?
Yes, do it.
Do you use your telephone or cell phone wisely, teacher?
Frankly speaking.
Wisely?
Yes.
Wise. But it depends. Sometimes you can make some jokes with your friends on the phone.
Especially after demonstration.
But we should. If we don't do it, I say to you, we should try to use it wisely. Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Who should be in control?
The speaker.
Yes.
The speaker or the receiver?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Both. Because if I am a white man
I have to respect your
I
time.
have to respect my receiver.
Yeah.
صح؟ So my receiver should be polite with me. تمام؟ Not to widen the
Speaking time.
scope time. كده area of speech.
But don't you agree with me that sometimes the receiver can affect the speaker
No.
to, let's say,
حرك.
to speak
Makes you widen. They are widen your area.
especially if
Enlarge
the
the time.
speaker is your wife and
لا your wife ما بتكلمش في الفاتحة.
Try to focus your own
no, not
Yes,
that.
try to limit.
Yeah, I forget I'm using a phone when I speak to her. I forget I'm using a phone.
You.
Yeah,
So it spends a lot of time.
we are in love.
You. No. ولا in the past.
Yeah, until the future.
I think that's enough. Okay. But we said that there are some tips. Tips. What is the meaning of tips? Advice. Okay. Advice. There are some advice. تمام. But what are the tips for using the phone wisely? Can you give it to me? Yes.
Don't use phone while you are eating.
While eating. Yes.
Limit your calling.
Limit your calling time.
Limit your calling time.
Be specific.
Be specific. Come to the point without beating about the
Very
bush.
good. Okay. Yes.
Use it when you
This
need
is
it.
the point Mr. Muhammad said. This is the answer. Yes.
Use it when you need it.
Use it for only
You need
a need. Okay. Yes.
If you suffer from Alzheimer, write your points in a paper. To see it.
If you have Alzheimer, don't
Yeah.
use the phone.
Yeah.
Use the answer machine.
Use the answer machine. Okay. Yes. To save time. Okay.
Mr. Bream has another point, I think.
Yes.
Mine. The phone is mainly for things which are important, not everything.
It's very good. Not for chat.
Yeah, for chatting. You go online.
Okay. These are some difficult words on your steps. Means advice. Who can read? Who can read? I want نمشي كده بالإيه؟ Yes. Muhammad. The words that let's read.
Spend. Consume.
Consume. Yes.
Ideas,
Read.
important points.
Good ideas. Important words. Yes. Muhammad.
Control can manage.
Good. Communications. Basim. Communications. What does it mean?
You'll see.
Don't see it?
Ways to keep in touch.
وكان do an application.
Ways to keep in touch with others.
Cannot see. نعمل له قطع عشان يكون.
Or you should come to the front.
Yes. Another one. تمام.
خليها معاك.
Mr. Bream.
Allow, let, or permit.
Okay. طيب نعم. Voice.
Speaking on the phone.
Okay. Speaking on the phone. Voice communications. Okay. Emails. What does it mean, emails?
Electronic.
Try to guess it.
Electronic means.
Okay. Have you seen it?
No, so I know it's an advance.
Okay. Another word. Web browsing.
Going online, on the internet.
Another one. Another one.
Mr. Bream, the next
Mr. Ray,
Your
web
turn.
browsing. Sorry. Web browsing. What does it mean? Web browsing. Yes. Web browsing. What does it mean? Browsing.
Survey.
Web. Web. What's the meaning of web? Internet. Using the internet. Okay. Using the internet. تمام. طيب. Wasting tool. What do you mean by the word wasting? Waste. Waste.
to lose.
All of us use this word.
To lose.
Okay. Waste. What is it? Misuse. Very good. Misuse. يعني استخدام خاطئ أو using time carelessly or misuse. Misuse with anything. تمام. Okay. Wisely. 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 In a wise way. Who can give me the opposite of the word wisely from the passage? Give me the opposite of the word itself. Wisely. It may not be the same part of speech. But give me the meaning. Don't the meaning. نتكلم عن كلمة wisely. Wisely using. كيرلسلي صح. طبعا اخذنا كلمه كيرلسلي بتساوي في القطعه.
مش موجودة هنا.
كيرلسلي احنا قلنا لا بتساوي كلمه في القطعه.
Wasting.
Okay. I said that it's not, or it should not be the same part of speech. Okay? Now this is a, this is what? This is a verb. Okay? Wasting, not a verb. It's a name. Okay? This is a part of speech and this is another one part. Okay? Where wisely means in a wise way or correctly. Misuse. Properly. Very good. In a good way. Tamam? Advice, we have said advice means tips. Tamam? Entertainment. Amusement. Enjoyment. Huh? Enjoyment. Fun. Okay. Specific. Be specific. Precise. What else?
Functional.
Limit. Be specific.
Mindful.
Okay? To the point. Okay? Avoid طبعا means don't use. Don't make. Try not to use something.
Keep away.
Introductions. When I say to you, be specific. Explain the reason for your call and avoid long introductions.
كيفك طيب
How are you? الكلام ده كله. أنت أخبارك شلونك شلون ده كله من ضمن الحاجات اللي المفروض تتحسن. السلام عليكم. عليكم السلام. خلاص. ازيك أخبارك ونخش في الموضوع على طول. Okay. يبقى هنا introductions many lows حتى اللوز كتير كده تمام اوكي طيب
اشرب يا استاذ
شباب
طيب بيبسي يعني ولا ايه ظروفك
now what are who can read this question? Who can read this question? Muhammad Shasha?
What are the tips for using the phone?
What are the tips for using the phone? اللي هو الكور. This is the core of our message. Okay? تمام? Okay. The tips for using the phone wisely. Number 1. Mr. Abdullah.
Use it only for a need.
Yes. Number 2. Best.
Short key.
Whole time.
سكيب هيم
لا انا عاوز نضرب كده انا لازم اضرب بقى الحالات الصحيه الخاصه بتاعتي. Why you said that
شوف كده
at the end? Come on.
Be to the point.
Okay. Number 3 محمد حميد. Yes.
Be to the point.
Be to the point. Number 4 hang.
Focus, concentrate
with the speaker. Okay. Yes. Number 5 Mr. Ibrahim.
No phone while eating.
No phones while eating. Number 6 Muhammad.
Use the answer machine.
Reuse the answer machine. Okay? طيب. At last, I want you to summarize the lesson. What did you get? What did you understand of our lesson today? الدنيا حرام عليك. Yes. Everyone gives me one sentence. Only one sentence. Okay? To evaluate how is your understanding? Yes.
You should use the phone wisely.
Yes. That's enough.
Use the phone where there is only need.
Yes.
Telephones are very important nowadays.
Yes. Yes.
Use it in a need. Use it.
Yes.
The phone,
Yes.
the phone is an important means. Don't misuse it.
Very good. Yes.
after all your words keep away from phones and go back to the Stone Age
ماشي.
Phones help to a large extent in our life when we use them properly.
Very good. Thank you. Yes. Mr. Abdullah.
Be specific.
Specific.
When you are
using the phone. Yes. Any?
Use your answering machines.
Very good. Yes.
We should be in control while using telephones.
That's very good. I say to you, you have said everyone has said only sentence. صح? Give me the chance to say one sentence. I think that the phone is a blessing from Allah. Okay? So we should use it wisely, not to misuse it. Because God or Allah will ask us about using this blessing. Have you used it well or have you misused it? Okay? Thank you very much. خلاص خدنا ده كلام في الموضوع. طيب عندكم نمبر سي نمبر 8 هنخلي paraphrase نمبر سي paraphrase the main idea. Paraphrase. What do you mean by the word paraphrase?
Summarize.
Summarize, but summarize in your words. In your own words, okay? Like, do it. Do it. You can paraphrase the one idea in only one sentence. Only one sentence.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you.
I do really thank you for this. I'm really impressed by the lesson. Thank you very much.
Really,
It was very good. Really, I do thank you anyway. It was a wonderful lesson. I give you the time to talk about the lesson, to analyze it, and at the end I give you a hint about the most important things about the sky. But it was very interesting. It was full of details that will benefit all of you, inshallah. So, who's ready to talk? Who's ready to talk? Yes, sir. Give the chance to everyone to talk. Just express your own
Yes.
And please, before you talk,
Yes.
write a report. Within a week, you write a report about this lesson and give it to me.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
All of you, write a report about this lesson.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I say Mr. Ibrahim has performed a successful lesson and a very motivating and encouraging lesson on the pupils' side to participate.
Very good.
Yes. I think he has distributed the chances very widely, and he has given what is most important. He has given the widest chance of use to the pupils, because he is not lecturing. He was not lecturing on the lesson. He was taking everything from the pupils, and that was
The most important feature.
most important and
Yes.
successful.
The most
Yes.
very good.
He is an expert teacher, and he has performed a very modern and successful lesson. Thanks a lot to him.
Thank you very much. Who is going to comment on the lesson? Yes. Yes, sir.
He used a variety of methods in using his lesson.
Yes.
He used the brainstorming, describing. He was really just a guy. He controlled the lesson very well. He gave the largest portion, as Mr. Ibrahim said, to students, and he minimized his own role to the least. So students did everything. He made asking and answering questions on part of students. They took part. He tried to take most of the students and include them in the discussion. Everyone was involved. He didn't let anyone to stay still. He tried to summarize his own lesson at the end. He gave a brief summary of everything, and really, I do thank him.
Thank you very much. I do thank you. Yes, sir.
The teacher uses different kinds of activities trying to involve all the students.
Yes.
And he was very successful in this step.
Very good. Excellent. Use the variety of activities. Very good. Yes, sir.
He used a very important point. He related the lesson with our life. For example, when he started the lesson, he started with the hadith or a verse from the Holy Quran. This teaches us an important point in using the telephonizing.
Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. Yes. Who is going to add any comments? Yes, sir.
Finally, he added something very important. By the end of his lesson, he gave a moral lesson to his own students. He tried to connect the lesson to their own daily life.
Yes, sir.
When he discussed the meaning of the new words, this I think it is the best way to know it as a new.
Yes.
He asks his students what is the meaning of the word to guess. Then he gave them the meaning as this bubble. This is very nice.
Excellent. Yes. Very good. What else?
Yes, sir. He let students share class freely, and he let students to think and express themselves. Yes.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
Praising students and give a chance to all of us, to all of them to participate.
Very good. Very good. Yes.
He applied an important point, another point, in how to train students to ask, not answer all the time.
Very good. Let me just summarize.
Can I say one?
Yes.
One bad point. And the lesson, good to give everyone or some of the pupils the chance to read aloud.
Yeah, that's
It's one of my work, but the time didn't give me the
Can I comment on this?
Some of them
Yes.
read some words
Yes.
Yes. I think that the thing he has done is an advantage, not allowing some pupils to read aloud. Because the reading aloud has disadvantages more than advantages. That's comprehension. The thing he has done, I think, is okay. And better than
Reading aloud.
reading aloud.
There is a trend in this.
The time Mr. Mahmoud didn't allow it. The time itself.
I know, but let me, yes. Yes.
I think that reading aloud should be used mainly in primary stages because they are still
Even with the students, secondary or weaker students, you can ask them to read like this, so and so, stop, you read and so. Just to attract their attention, you have to use the reading aloud technique. Anyway, let me summarize the most important feature of this lesson. But I wonder, why don't you have a sheet of paper and write down the most important things about this?
How can they write while they are in class? Anyone can show.
We did. I hope so.
You wouldn't give anyone the chance to
I
write.
write everything. I write everything. But let me say that the lesson was very wonderful, was very interesting. It was divided, listen carefully. It was divided into 3 parts. He started with a warm-up activity. At this stage, he began with the guessing what is the lesson, what the lesson is about. It's very important how to stimulate the students to engage in the lesson. We ask everyone, guess. That is a very good way to start the lesson. So he began with this guessing and stimulating the students to read and give the most important thing about this, and using visual aids as well. He used the visual aids. And the most important thing at this stage is the brainstorming activity, the thinking questions. What are the similarities? What are the differences? This was very interesting. So at this stage, it was really integrated and very ideal. Then he moved to listen. He took about 5 minutes or 7 minutes at this stage, the warm-up activity. Then he moved to the presentation stage. What did he begin with? He began with, he showed you the text and asked you to skim the text. And that is, you have to do this. In every lesson, you have to ask the student to skim and scan the lesson. And the most important thing is that he asked you to underline the main idea. So that is very important. You have to stimulate the students to engage in the lesson, underline, look for a word, look for so and so. So that is a very good way. And the most important thing is he asked you to form questions and answer them. That's what I need. And I was for the students to ask questions and not you. Yes, you ask, but give them the chance. He said that you were the guide of the lesson. You were the organizer of the activities. You gave the students the chance to be the center of the learning. So it was very important way of teaching and learning for the students, forming questions. You have to get the students accustomed to asking and answering the questions. and a very good way. So he began with skimming, scanning, students form questions, and what did he do? A very good way. He could do the instructions. Raise your voice, put down your pens in English, not in Arabic. Try to teach the students these instructions in English. So it was very interesting when you give them these instructions in English. I do thank you for this. Then he moved to the meanings. So that is very important after skimming and scanning. But let me say something about scanning. When you use the scanning technique, you write 2 questions on the board. What is the importance of mobiles? Before scanning, write 2 pre-questions. They say pre-questions.
Okay.
Yes.
But I gave them the chance to make the questions themselves.
ماشي.
They interpret.
So before scanning, write question or 2 questions on the board and tell them read and answer the questions. Is it clear? So let's move to after skimming. Scanning, he explained the words, the meaning of words. He asked you to guess the meaning, and he explained some meaning of words. And we have already we took a workshop about this, explaining the meaning of words in English before. Then the lesson ends in a very good way, a very good feature, when he asked us to summarize the most important points of the lesson. That is, I do think that is a very good point. Listen, in every lesson, do this. That is used as a way of checking the students' understanding. It's very important. In every lesson, you should do this. When I visit you, use these techniques. بعد كده at the closure or at the end of the lesson, he asks you to answer the questions in the exercise, and every lesson should end in evaluative questions or exercise, or any students do this on their own. And just here, don't read for them, paraphrase the main ideas. Let them read and ask them what is the exercise about. Don't give them the instructions, just let them read. Answer the following questions. What are they doing? هم يقول لك ايه اللي انت هتقوله؟ مش انت اللي تحل لهم الاسئله. سيبهم, just give them time to read the questions and answer them. If they don't know, in group work or pair work, they can. So who can let me say you can add the question of the day. The question of the day. pair work and group work, يعني أنا عارف الوقت اللي كنت هطبقه, لكن listing information, يعني the most important feature is listing information from us. يعني عارفين listing يعني
take it from them.
ده مهم جدا يعني. I do thank you. So واضحة دلوقتي أنا عاوز إيه في المجازور؟ عاوز إيه يا محمد؟
لازم الامبورت ستيجز اللي هو الورمنج اب برزنتيشن ايفالويشن and concentrate on each point. We should if there is a message like this is today in skimming and scanning, we should write some questions on the board and ask students to read and answer using the
scanning is that.
Yes.
Skimming is the main idea. What the main idea?
Okay.
In scanning ممكن ناخد كام question. Yes.
Concentrate on giving the students or asking the students the same meaning in English to enrich their language. The work or group work encourage students to write their answers only, not by the teacher.
أيوة.
ده مش دعوة إن هم
ده الخلاصة. I do thank you for attending this workshop. لكن أنا شايف إن هي يعني very simple, لكن very beneficial, very fruitful to you and for me to get feedback about your performance in the such workshops. I do thank you very much for attending this workshop. I do thank you for, I'll give the chance for others to give other model lessons as well. وإن شاء الله يعني أنا أتوقع إن there is a very good improvement in your performance.
أنا لازم بس أتأكد كده بالعربي. أكثر واحد بيستفيد من الورشة اللي بيعمل الورشة. طبعا. أكثر واحد بيستفيد.
عشان كده أنا هاخد واحد يعني
بعدين أنا الواحد هو
على فكرة يعني أنا بجهز ناس إنها تكون كوادر يعني المفروض إن إحنا خلاص أنت لو جيت اشتغلت بعد كده في مكان أفضل في بتاع تقدر تبقى مستوعب كل عملية ما تبقاش عملية على عين يعني.
تكملة اللي كلامك بجد يعني اللي بيستفيد مش انت بس غير ان احنا كلنا كمان يعني انت بتستفيد انت مبسوط اللي بيرد عليك انجلش وبيتكلم انجلش انا بقول لك بتبقى مبسوط
نفسيا حاسس ان انت ممكن
بتبقى مبسوط انك بتمارس اللغه خد بالك انت اللي بيرد عليك بالانجلش واللي فاهمك انجلش هي دي انك مبسوط بتمارس اللغه.
عارف اسمها ايه؟ مايكرو تيتشنج. ده كورشه اسمها مايكرو تيتشنج. دي فيها فائده كبيره.
بتاخد الواحد اللي بتعمل لك فيدباك تعرفك انت كنت رايح فين المفروض تروح فين.
وانا اعتقد لو واحد متخصص فيك دلوقتي يعني يشوف او اي حتى اداره ولا وكيل ويجي يشوف اللي انت بتعمله هو ايا كان في ناس متميزه يعني انا في ناس بتاخد اللي انا بقوله ولو في حاجه نحب المناقشه يعني لو في حاجه انت مش يعني فيها جدال او عاوز تناقش فيها تقول والله نعمل كده وكده انا سداد I'm ready to listen. بس انا I give you the most important things that make you a wonderful teacher. I do thank you again. So write a report to me about this workshop. ان شاء الله طبعا ورش عمل مش هتبقى كل اسبوع هتبقى كل 3 أسابيع ورشه.
يعني كل شهر
كل 3 أسابيع ورشه.